We are going to read from the book of Matthew, specifically chapter 26. In verse 28 says, "For this is my blood of the new covenant, which is shed for many for the remission of sins." It was many years ago when I first encountered that term, the many. But I was struck by the fact that the blood of Jesus Christ was not shed for all the men of the earth. The term that caught my attention the most was the many, because it is implying that not every man who is born has the right to this provision. In Isaiah 50, we will now read the 11th verse. From Isaiah 50 says, "He shall see the labor of his soul and be satisfied. By his knowledge my righteous servant shall justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities." In verse 12, it also says at the end of the verse, "And he bare the sin of many and made intercession for the transgressors." Well, now the term many has gained significant importance, as it was not only mentioned by Matthew, but also a prophet like Isaiah has been discussing the same subject. And that's why I chose to search for more verses about the Old Testament to confirm this topic of the many. Now look at what Daniel 9:27 says. We are talking about the Old Testament now. Daniel 9:27 says, "And he shall confirm the covenant with many, not all." Additionally, in Daniel chapter 12 verse 10, it mentions, "Many shall be purified and made white." Yet the word many keeps coming up repeatedly. Then that began to turn into a subject of edification, a matter that I needed to discuss to strengthen my faith and know the pact of uncircumcision, grasp the purpose of God regarding the two seeds present on the planet. That's why he mentions many and not all. And even when he mentions everyone, he is referring to the multitude, yet let us keep expanding on the subject. Then I move back to a historical book in Matthew chapter 20, verse 28. Look at this verse. It says that he came to give his life as a ransom for many. So that was already a very clear matter. The rescue was meant for many, not for all. Because if he had been willing to save them all, he would have saved everyone. But with two seeds on this earth, Cain and Abel, do you remember the good thief and the bad one? While it's true that all thieves are bad, but as he believed, he was called the good thief throughout history. When it says sheep, it hints at the presence of wolves. But he gave his life for the sheep.